Hi everyone! Today's video will be talking about what you need to consider before going into school nursing. Now, for those of you that know, I've been a school nurse now for 1 year, and now I am currently studying the Specialist Community Public Health Nursing course on the school nursing pathway. Number one, I would say consider your pay. Now, it depends on where you were working before, whether you're doing shift work, unsociable hours, etc. But working as a school nurse means that you'll be paid on a basic pay contract only. Now, this is something to take in consideration if you have bills, you've got responsibilities that you need to pay for financially. However, with that being said, you have the option of working term time or all year round. Now, term time really works for those that have children, as of course you'll be off the same time as the children, but as well as that, it is very flexible when it comes to the shift patterns. So sometimes you can work maybe 8 to 4, 9 to 5. It depends on what really works for you. Number two, you would also have to consider work wardrobe. Now, when you work on a ward, you work in a hospital environment, etc., you usually tend to have a uniform, whether this is scrubs or tunic dress, trousers, etc. But when working into the community, you have to take into consideration what you're actually going to wear. So this means that it's going to affect your finances. However, there are many ways to go around this. In a community, you can actually just consider basic outfits such as trousers, skirts, a few tops that you can mix and match with your trousers and skirts, and then really you're good to go. Another thing that you will need to consider is what the school nurse role actually entails. Now, a lot of the times people think that school nurses just do vaccinations, or you just look after children that have grazed their knee, hurt their elbows, etc. But school nurses are actually public health nurses. Public health nurses identify the needs of the population and help deliver public health incentives to help support the overall outcomes of the population. As a school nurse, you work as a link between home and education, also supporting children with long-term conditions in fulfilling their full educational potential. With this, it also directly links into the possibility of home visits. You might have to do home visits to do assessments for a child, a family. So if this is something that you're really not keen on, because you never know, some people might have dogs, cats, etc., and going into the home environment is something that you wouldn't want to do, then it's important to consider this before going for the school nursing role. This also directly links into the fact that you actually have to communicate with children, their families, and their wider social network. So if you're someone that prefers to just, be a pediatric nurse and communicate with young children, or someone that prefers to just be an adult nurse and communicate with adults, and this is something that you have to consider before going for the school nurse role. Another factor that needs to be taken into consideration when considering school nursing is shift pattern. Now, you'll be going from doing 3 long days a week, 3 nights a week, the 4 depending on where you work, to actually working every day, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 or 8 to 4. I will say it does give you structure, it does give you regularity, etc., and routine can be good. So consider it before going for the school nursing role. And last but not least, the main thing that you have to consider before going for a school nursing role is that school nursing isn't actually a clinical role, unless of course you're doing vaccinations. But then again, it depends on the trust that you're employed by, because majority of the time school nurses don't actually give vaccinations. So if you're someone that really loves clinical nursing and is all hands on for that speedy action on the ward, then you would really have to consider this factor before going for the school nursing role. Even though you may want to be still clinical and the school nursing role doesn't really give that to you, you are not limited in nursing, and bank shifts are available, and this is something that you can actually do alongside being a school nurse. I'm an advocate for school nursing. I absolutely love it. Although the school nursing role has its pros and cons, one thing that I would say is its flexibility is absolutely amazing. So if this is something that you're looking for, then this is the job for you. Thank you for listening. I hope you got something from this, and stay tuned to our next video. Bye.